The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they are clearly amped up for this one and determined to have a strong showing from the get-go. They feel this is a game they can win and want to establish that pace early on. And we'll be watching Andre Drummond tonight. Guys, we've seen him grow from a raw prospect into a powerhouse on the stat sheet. How good can he get?
I don't like talking about myself, but he reminds me of the younger me with all these 20.
What do you mean you don't like talking about yourself?
Anyway, I don't like talking about myself, but he reminds me of a younger me with all these 20 and 20 games.
Okay.
But the difference is he doesn't really need the ball to get good looks, and he cleans up the misses for others. He's a rebounding machine. I never really did that.
But he has the physicality, Shaq, and the size to become a dominant player. I don't know if he's on your level yet, but if he sharpens his skills a little bit more, you know, he's got about a 4-year window to do it. He can possibly have some SLNs. You know what that is, right?
Shaq like numbers, baby.
Right. Yeah, does he, you know he has a nickname?
What?
Superman is in the building.
No, it's not Superman. Oh. The Big Penguin. The Big Penguin. Andre Drummond. The Big Penguin.
I don't know what that means,
I don't know
Ernie.
what that means either.
Me either, but that's his nickname.
Ernie,
Don't give me that blank stare.
Can you hear that sound, Ernie?
No, there is no sound. You don't like the Big Penguin?
No.
Wow, but you do like Andre Drummond.
How about Mr. Drummond? Different strokes.
How about Kevin Harlan? Take it away.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thanks, Kevin. Since taking over, Pistons coach and team president Stan Van Gundy has quickly reshaped the roster. The wins have followed. He said, "We've come a long way. Now we've got a group of guys who fit together on the floor and are all high-character individuals. There's a much better feel." Kevin?
It's not just about raw talent, but how the pieces fit, DA. Thanks.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win it.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. At small forward and power forward, it's Harris and Morris. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again.
Here's Harris following the basket by LeBron James. Offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Irving. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. So it's Detroit now. 4-point game. Harris kicks to Jackson. To the inside. Drummond. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
If you're the coach, you hope it's a wake-up call. Get them to tighten things up on the inside and start protecting the rim with a little bit more authority.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Jackson dishes to Drummond. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Sometimes even the simplest things are ruined, but they've got to be frustrated with that turnover.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the basket by Jackson.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. You know, if you ask any great player what separates good from great in terms of the NBA is confidence. And Reggie Jackson has never been short on having confidence. I mean, he feels as if he's been a star ever since he came into this league and just needed the opportunity. And I tell you what, I think he's right. I mean, he's made the most of it coming over to Detroit and did not skip a beat. And I tell you what, Stan Van Gundy is very happy to have him at the helm of that point guard position.
And when you think about Reggie Jackson's demeanor, you can see the confidence he plays with goes right at the taller players. Loves to be challenged by the big-name players, too.
And it shows most in the fourth quarter. Reggie is the kind of player who wants the ball with the game on the line. He might not always come through, but he isn't one to back down from a challenge.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
And Morris throws it down.
That's just terrific team basketball leading to a bucket. Great feed, better finish.
LeBron passes to Thompson. In the corner, Smith with it. Here's the three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you look back on the Pistons, and whenever that group has had success as a franchise, it's always driven by a team-oriented concept. I mean, yeah, they've had stars, Isaiah Thomas, Chauncey Billups, but at the heart of all their title runs was a group of 5.
Unbelievable.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Oh, the quick hands of Irving to help create offense for himself on the other end.
Pistons trail by 3. Outside Jackson. Fires it up. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Irving. Fires the 3. Tries again, and it's sent back by Drummond. On the wing, Harris. Covered by LeBron. Harris kicks to Drummond. And there's the 3-second violation. A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for James. And it's Shumpert in there for Smith. Lewis checked in for Detroit. There's the triple. Shumpert, no good. The Pistons have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And Lure gets it to go.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Love outside. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Love's got 5 now.
Boy, Love worked to develop that three-point game, and it's so important to his success.
Shumpert with the steal. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jackson has the open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Williams is checked in. And then for Detroit, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Stanley Johnson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. Smith with it. Jefferson picks him up. Here's Caldwell Pope. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Shumpert dishes to Love, and Love throws it down.
Well, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
To the paint. got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Yeah, I think that's where you swing the ball around. Try and find a better passing angle.
Here's Baines, and the shot goes in.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
The Pistons shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And one thing the Pistons have been doing in recent times is honoring the members of the 2004 championship team. Retired several numbers, and rightly so. Gray, that team was special.
And that 2004 had a great cast of characters, many of whom found a rebirth with the Pistons. That team helped continue the us against the world feeling that the franchise had in the Bad Boys era. Hard to express just how much that team meant to the city of Detroit.
Clock at 6. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Smith for 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Dunleavy's check in for Jefferson. Cleveland leading by 8. Dunleavy kicks to Williams. Shumpert passes to Fry. To the middle, Williams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Detroit, no good that time either. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Relying on a quick outlet pass, racing the ball up court, guys filling the lanes. They clearly want this to be a track meet.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. At small forward and power forward, it's Harris and Morris. Smith is out there with Johnson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. Out to Morris. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Marjanovic, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Outstanding defense. No one wants to get in front of that guy when he's around the rim, but he did a great job there.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end. Guys, you could make the case that Tristan Thompson has a center's game and a power forward's frame. He put on some weight going into last season in order to spend more time at the 5. That was probably a wise choice.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, as you know, things could have turned out a lot differently for Stan Van Gundy. He was the favorite for the coaching vacancy in Golden State in 2014, but in the end, the Pistons owner gave him the chance to coach and run the front office, and that led him to Detroit. Now, the Warriors went on to win the title that season, but Van Gundy insists, if I had to do it over again, this is exactly where I'd want to be. And Kevin, he can build this team exactly as he wants.
Thanks, D.A., and after some tough exits in Miami and Orlando, this time he holds the cards. They get the rebound. Marjanovic score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He is all effort all the time, and it pays off for him there with the second chance points.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And Thompson able Doris to defend the 4 and 5 spot pretty well.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you love his ability to be able to bang inside and also move laterally when he's away from the rim. And though he's not a great shot blocker, he gives you just enough rim protection when you play him at the 5 spot.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in.
Boy, when he's in rhythm like this, the whole team benefits. His scoring efficiency gives them a major advantage.
And the Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in. For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
You guys know LeBron James relishes every chance he gets from the foul line.
Now that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go.
To take their first timeout right here. And Tristan Thompson has improved his scoring efficiency, Doris, every season in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kevin, this is not a go-to scorer, more of a garbage buckets type player, but he's learning how to be effective. And he's also improving as a decision maker. Last season, his best ever assist-to-turnover ratio.
And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, guys, that takes vision and timing to put it on time and on target.
Pistons trail by 13. And here's Jackson. And the rejection by James. Irving dishes to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
I'm just seeing great ball movement out there. Good shot selection, all the things coaches want from their guys.
And James throws it down.
Well, this is why LeBron is LeBron, right? His ability to make something happen on defense and finish with flair on the opposite end.
Stolen by Thompson. Outside Jefferson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And they double up James. Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Irving can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 17. Left side Jackson. Back to Harris. He tries for three. No good that time, so Cleveland will take it the other way. The drive by LeBron. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, LeBron's got 11 points in the quarter. Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. They get a hand on it. Oh, and here comes Smith. Oh!
You've got to be kidding. Listen, this guy is an impressive athlete, and what an impressive slam from J.R. Smith there.
Piston shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Doris, I think you still hold one of the top spots for all-time assists at Providence. Who do you think is the best right now at dishing out assists in the NBA?
I think the guy who has the most complete command of the position right now is Chris Paul. The ball's on a string. He seems to make every right decision, willing to score it when he has to, Kevin, but you know his primary thought process is, who can I get the ball to fastest? DJ, Blake, J.J. Redick, you name it, Chris Paul.
When you were at the top of your game, when these guys are at the top of their game, is everything in slow motion? Is that when you know you've hit that stride as a point guard that you want to have?
I don't think there's any question. And one of the ways you get there is you watch a ton of film as a point guard, because the game slows down on film. Your options open right before your eyes, so that when you step back between the lines, Kevin, now you have an understanding the game is moving slower. It's a great point by you.
It's Jefferson outside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. And they double up James. Right side jumper, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Just keep things simple. No reason to rush things there.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love's check in for James. Dunleavy comes in for Richard Jefferson. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Detroit, John Lure, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Stanley Johnson. And Smith subbed in for Jackson. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. Smith kicks to Caldwell Pope. Smith outside, down low, looking to end the run. And Caldwell Pope lays it in.
I'll tell you, solid low post passing made all the difference on that last possession.
And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Williams against Smith. Morris with a screen on Williams. Here's Smith. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Got separation, lined it up perfectly, and put it right in their eye.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Cavaliers on top. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here once again, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
You know, he's getting the ball in a place where he can do something with it, and he hasn't had to force one thing. The game seems like it's coming to him naturally.
Pistons trail by 21. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. LeBron and Love, the two superstar forwards. And it's Thompson in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
I think defensively, they've got to get their heads in the game. Judging by that play, they've come out of the locker room a little lethargic. I love seeing LeBron James back in wine and gold, guys. I mean, I think he's here where he belongs and isn't going anywhere else. You know, nevertheless, he's kept that player option after every season, something that gives him a lot of control over his future.
Both free throws good from James. And LeBron with a huge voice, it seems, in the Cavaliers' decision-making. Everything from roster decisions, Doris, to who's the head coach.
Well, there's always a lot of questions about how much power LeBron wields in any organization he plays for. It would be a tricky balance for any head coach because you're in the lead role. For LeBron, he's a great player, and he wants to put greatness around him.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
It's stolen by Smith.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
Yeah, flawless fast break. Didn't slow down until the ball hit the bottom of the bucket.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Smith against Caldwell Pope. Now the pass to Jackson. Five on the clock. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Yeah, if it was inside, he'd have a hard time getting that shot. But beyond the three-point line, he has a little extra space to let it fly.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's because they're moving sharply, getting good shots, big advantage in field goal percentage.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up.
Get over. Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. But I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he? Huh?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich at San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I am walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. To the paint. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And the basket is good. He's got 6.
You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed assist, made the shot the easy part.
And that one, good.
I tell you, that timing and that awareness Love has near the rim is something you simply can't teach.
Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Smith. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And here they go. LeBron dishes to Smith. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
What an advantage from behind the arc. Too tall to contest his shot, and incredible accuracy for a big man.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Reggie Jackson went from a backup in OKC to signing a 5-year, $80 million contract in Detroit. And Stan Van Gundy said, we liked his ability, but what we liked even more was he's a guy we thought would not change once he got the money. This is a guy who's really driven to be as good as he can be. Kevin, he has definitely made some strides.
Thanks, D.A. He wanted that starting role, and he's earned it. They need this. Detroit, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the dunk by James.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
And they double up Jackson. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Then for the Pistons, Marjanovic checked in for Morris. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Harris. Pass to Marjanovic. Inside, here's Drummond. That's tipped. It's Thompson off the drive. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Then for the Pistons, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Luer comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Ish Smith in for Jackson. And Cavs coach Tyronn Lue very comfortable in his own skin. Doris not intimidated to coach his superstar talent.
But Kevin, as you know, the best coaches in this league hold everyone accountable. And remember, Ty Lue has known LeBron since LeBron James was in high school. And you have to love that he engages the big three in conversation, making sure all three are comfortable.
Dunleavy's check in for the Cavaliers. And Lure kicks to Baines. And stolen by Fry. Here's Shumpert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Smith. Shot to stop the drought. And he sinks the layup. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, worked out well for them that time. Always love to get the ball inside and cash in from close range.
Dunleavy's shot is off. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson kicks to Smith. Here's Baines. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Shumpert passes to Dunleavy. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Cavaliers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The free throw drops for Dunleavy.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
He was all alone on that one. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dunleavy kicks to Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Detroit now. They get a hand on it. The Pistons have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Inside, here's Baines. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Baines has got 4 this quarter.
A room service assist to cap that possession. That pass was right on target.
It's Jefferson, top of the key. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. He's got 8. Smith. The shot comes out. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers ahead, just dominating this one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
We need to make solid plays, okay? Solid plays, aggressive plays, but solid plays, all right?
Wanting to keep up the energy here, Stan Van Gundy would also like to add a dose of greater efficiency.
You know, it's a delicate balance. To perform your best, you need to go 100%, but also be in control while doing it.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. On the floor for Detroit, John Lure's out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Smith. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Hilliard in at the small forward position. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Yeah, Channing Frye, guys, a guy acquired by Cleveland last season at the trade deadline. I think he's been crucial. The ability to space the court at either power forward or center, and on a very reasonable contract.
Smith against Williams. Smith kicks to Lure. Feeds it to Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Jumper off the screen. And the shot no good, a bit short. And Doris, you look at advanced statistics, Channing Frye, a better player than some might realize.
Well, I think, Kevin, rebounding is where he hurts you. Underrated defensively, and of course, close to 40% from three-point range. That provides spacing for all of their star talent.
And they pick up 2.
You know, you've got to give the nod to that setup. Very nice assist, makes that basket so easy.
He kicks it to Dunleavy. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. And, well, Detroit shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Bullock. That 3 off the mark. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Here's McRae. Off target from outside. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hilliard kicks to Marjanovic, and stolen by Frye. Here's McRae. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Smith outside. Here's the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And, certainly the culture of the NBA and basketball has seen some shifts over the last couple decades. Doris, when you look at the game today, how do you think it's changed? And where do you think it's going?
But I think from a strategy standpoint, the biggest change in the NBA culture is that it's going smaller and faster. It's trending toward positionless players where guys can shift among 3-4 positions at a time. And then the other part of the neat thing is, in this day and age of social media, from the off-the-court stuff, we're starting to see these guys become fashion icons.
And that's a foul called on Jordan McRae. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Detroit now. Detroit, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Marjanovic kicks to Bullock. Passes it to Smith. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Marjanovic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. And Detroit with a change here too. Baines is checked in. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Kicks it to Dunleavy. The dish to Anderson. Doesn't go that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. To the paint. Here's Smith. Williams with the block. They retain possession. Chalk up 2 there. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Shumpert slams it in.
Boy, if Shumpert gets you to hesitate just a second as a defender, that's all he needs to get to the rack.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Bullock. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, I think defensively, you've got to think twice about giving him that good a look from three-point range.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bullock, guarded by Shumpert. Bullock kicks to Smith. Dishes to Bullock. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Count that one. And it's 6 points for Smith.
Yeah, that's simply great vision on that pass. Knew exactly where that pass needed to be and threaded it right through the teeth.
The kick out to Williams. For the 3. No good, shot missing. Smith with some nice D. Detroit's gone 1-2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for James.
Well, we can talk about how easily he was converting all night long. Just a spectacular offensive display.
Jefferson's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And a switcher also for Detroit. Johnson's checked in. The drive by Shumpert. And Shumpert slams it in.
Oh, you see Shumpert drop his head for the basket. You know what he's planning to do. Explode to the rack for a dunk.
For Detroit, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And that one falls for Shumpert. And for the Cavs, they've got some roster versatility in their front court. Do you like them with the traditional 7-footer on the inside, or do you think they're better off going smaller?
Well, I think, Kevin, most of their talent is at that power forward position, and they've got fours with size and strength. They give up a bit of shot blocking with those lineups, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives.
Free throw good. Bullock. And he can't hit the second.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
And the Pistons with possession here. Johnson, a wide open look. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bullock. Johnson left side. Off on the layup.
That's great use of size and length. Tough down low when guys are battling for that board.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what did you pick up defensively that allowed you to win this game?
I mean, well, they broke us down still off the bounce. We want to do a better job of trying to keep our chest in front of them, but we did a really good job of contesting their shots, and it allowed us to get on the boards and get rebounds.
No rebounds, no rings. Congrats, LeBron. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He was red hot in the second quarter. The defense ran several guys at him to try and stop the bleeding, but his aggressiveness was simply too much for them to handle.
He was a marksman from the field tonight. No wasted opportunities. He would just wait right there and strike when he was open. And there were few misses on his part.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.